Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to go ahead and place the white light of protection on us with this blue seal. And we are going to be reading out of my Divine Feminine, Awakening Your Goddess Feminine Energy to Achievement to Emotional Healing and Becoming the Woman You're Meant to Be. And I want to call in all the Divine Feminine that can aid with this. Mother Mary, Mother Magdalene. I'm going to call in Kuan Yin. I'm going to call in Goddess Isis, Sekhmet, as well as Lilith, Hecate, and Kali Mal, all for our best and our highest good. And we still are on the introduction portion. It says, beware of the barness of a busy life. And that is by Socrates. And it says, our lives are the expression of masculine energy or yang. This energy thrives on doing, staying active, and staying productive. However, the focus on the divine masculine has created imbalance in our lives, which is evident in the aggression, dissatisfaction, and not enoughness that is prevalent in our world today. We are very quick to call other people lazy for taking extended time off, or ridicule those who are eating slowly, savoring every bite. By focusing so much on the masculine, we tend to suppress the divine feminine or the yin. However, the masculine and the feminine energies need to be balanced out for us to experience the joy and satisfaction of a well-lived life. And back at the beginning of 2025, my guides approached me, wanted me to start working with Lilith and Hecate. And I did research on them, and I really liked what they had to offer, but I kept refusing it. There was a part of me that obviously throughout my life had not embraced my yang portion of me. They were there to help me implement it. So I was fine with my yin. This book is designed to help people with their yin, but I needed help with the yang because I was an empath. I was a people pleaser. I had no boundaries, and I did not stand up for myself. So that I had the opposite problem. I was a go-getter, like what they're saying, but I had to learn to find that balance. They told me that I was not going to evolve into a higher state of consciousness until I balanced that out. So this is not something that you want to not do. You want to have your divine feminine, divine masculine in a harmonious balance. So it says, by taking the time to understand and embrace the divine feminine, we give our authentic selves a chance to be heard, understood, and embraced. We get to revel in the joy of completeness, our ability to indulge in both the productive and the restorative without feeling like we are losing or missing out on something. Our masculine and feminine energies have no connection to biological gender assignment. Rather, they are the energies within our life forms energy that guide us how we approach our daily lives, interact with everything and everyone around us. The divine masculine and divine feminine guide our lives, and their interaction with each other determines if we embrace life's events without contented confidence, or if we are stuck, always chasing our tails, feeling out of sorts, even as our blessings fill our lives. This book, The Divine Feminine, Awakens Your Goddess Feminine Energy, achieve emotional healing, become the woman that you are meant to be. It is an ode to divine femininity. It is a call for us to rise above the masculine focus that we have grown up with in our busyness. We are encouraged to embrace the constant striving for more in a physical world. There is more life to live than to chase the rush and the activities. My journal into the divine feminine wasn't an accidental one, down the rabbit hole type of situation. I had gotten more focused on my spiritual journey, and every day was a joy for me. And I was embracing meditation and the practice of journaling, always making sure that my gratitude journal was filled each day. I would take a moment to sit and think about my blessings, and I would be elated that my list seemed to keep growing every day. However, as a few weeks, I was burnt out and tired, having a hard time keeping up with my spiritual practices. Unbeknownst to me, I had fallen into one of the most common traps of spiritual growth, forgetting why. My practice had gone from a way of connecting with myself, my intuition, and my universe. I was embracing the practice of law of attraction. I was focused on achievement. And that is something that a lot of people, including myself, have really struggled with. My list of what I do spiritually every day starts to grow. But then I allow myself to take breaks. I allow myself to not do anything. I just call in God to be with me that day, to work through me, to be a channel through me, to see through my eyes, to speak through my voice, to hear through my ears, to work through my heart, to be my will. And I leave it at that. And sometimes that's all I do that day. So we'll get into it more further, but I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.